Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. Welcome to part 2 of my Ezgo Workhorse utility golf cart that I got for free. I'm so excited about this. I really want to start working on this, you know. My thought process in my brain was that I gotta figure out some way to get a seat back, you know what I mean? I looked online and there's hardly anybody who sells used seats, and usually they're already trashed if they're used. So right now I've got like this piece of plywood just covering the holes so that when it rains it doesn't do any more damage to the engine compartment as it is, you know. So I was thinking, what am I gonna do to make a seat for this? Because I just cut this plywood right around here and then put a couple of tractor seats on there, you know what I mean? Bucket seats. But then this thing is not really exactly long enough either, you know? There's a space there. It's not long enough. Then what am I going to use for the backing too? I mean, obviously if the tractor seat's there, it'd be all right. But anyway, a little bit about this engine. I was doing some research and I was looking at the panel here. This is an A2298. That's the manufacturing code, which means that this is a 1998 machine. So it's an Ezgo by Textron, right? And what else I was looking at was that there's so many different models, right? And then there's a panel over here. You can't really see it too well, but I think it says rated output 11 horsepower. And then over here, the weight rated capacity is 1200 and the operating weight is 910. So this machine is 910 pounds. Like I told you, I thought it was 3 times the weight of a lawn tractor. Lawn tractor's about 200 or 300 pounds if with the engine and all. The 11 horsepower engine, I believe, is a Robin Fuji. That's why it was made in Japan. So it's a Robin Fuji, same Robin as Wisconsin Robin, right? And it's I think 11 or 12 horsepower. It's a V-twin, and also what else? I forget, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be able to get this started. I'll show you why. Look at that. Engine is free with compression. You can hear the gurgling of the Earl. So I ordered a carburetor. As you can see, this air box was indeed the air box. This cover was indeed part of this. I'm missing the metal clips that go on here to keep this together, you know. But I ordered a air filter, oil filter, carburetor, all that stuff was like 30 bucks. I also ordered a couple of keys. I guess the keys were universal because it says Ezgo key. And I have the ignition key switch, or ignition, there it is. I have that, and I ordered a couple of keys for 3 bucks or 4 bucks. So far, without even doing anything, I'm in this for about 40 bucks. 35, something like that. But anyway, I was walking my dog Boba, and what does he usually find? He finds some interesting things. And it's such a coincidence because I think that this is probably exactly what I need. I'm gonna hop in my van and I'll show you. So it's just around the corner. It's my neighbor's house, but I couldn't carry it just from walking the dog, you know. So I've got like a wooden trunk that was thrown out on the side here. So this is one of those floaty lounge chairs for your pool. It's in good condition, and look, it's about 1.5 inches thick, 2 inches, and it's cushioned. Then you have this chest, which this looks like it's about the width of the seat bench that I need, right? And even the bottom part too. So what if I cut the length exactly to match this? Put silicone all over it, put that on top of there, then get like a fabric to put around it and staple it on the bottom. There you would have your bench, your cushioned bench seat right there. I just want to know whether or not this is wide enough for it. It looks a little narrow, doesn't it? But that's a good idea, I think. This is surprisingly not even that heavy, even though it looks heavy. Okay, so let's see. The bench width of the cart is about 43 inches. This piece of plywood is only 39.5 inches. So let's measure this thing here. 44 inches. So this is going to be wide enough to fit on this cart here. Perfect. Also, let's see the width is 23 inches, and this is 19.5 inches. So that's good, because I mean, you don't want this whole thing to be covered. You want a little space between here and here for the dump. You know, you don't want it to be touching the dump, because as you lift the dump, it'll scrape whatever the backing is. So this is going to be perfect. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how things happen. You know what I mean? Just when you're thinking about how to fabricate some kind of a bench seat for this thing, you find it on the street. So I was thinking, because this part, which I want to use as the seat, the bench, because this is reinforced around here, it's stronger than the sides. It's already attached by hinges to this part here. So this part here could be the backing, and this would be able to swivel up, as in being able to look at the engine and stuff. So I'm just going to hey. This is great. This is perfect. This is what I need. Oh, that feels good already. I don't even need the cushion. Fantastic. So I finally did figure out what this was. This is the armrests, you know, and I only had one, but I moved it over, so that part is sticking out a little bit, but I wanted to use the armrest, you know, because it fits perfectly right there, and it helps hold this in place too. There's also a couple of clips that came with it too, and I'm gonna just drill the clips into here so it holds it in there. I think this will work out, and then I'll figure out the padding, you know, whether or not I want to cut the whole padding to fit this entire bench, or do 2 squares just for your butt, you know what I mean? 2 or 3 squares, small squares, just to pad your ass, you know, and maybe 1 panel in the back here, and just stick it there, and then eventually later on find some kind of a cover to cover it. Or maybe I'll buy one of those bench seat covers, you know. So I'm just gonna mark where I'm going to drill holes, not drill holes, but put screws and attach them to. And we should be good to go, hopefully. So there we go. Look what I made. So as you can see, I decided I was going to use the armrest anyway from that thing. Might as well have an armrest and a cup holder, right? Cut it, siliconed it down onto the wood. Then with the backing, I cut it to fit the back too. Put duct tape around it, secured it with some screws and washers. So now the back is on there. As you can see, this is what I used from this floaty lounge chair. Used one of the armrests. This is what's left of the wooden trunk. Knock down the nails so that the garbage guys don't poke themselves. How about it, huh? And I also used the original armrest for the machine there too. It has the hold down clips on both sides. And this thing moves up at least 3 inches so that it clears the bed when the bed needs to dump, and it just rests like that. And eventually I'll find some kind of vinyl cover or something like that, so that it can cover the blue. Obviously I didn't want blue. It would have been better if it was black, but it's very comfortable. I mean, cushion for the tushy, right? And a backrest too. And you could sit probably 2 little people with you. Boba would sit here, or 2 adults. You know what I mean? I'm stoked, man. I mean, to just find what I needed to make a bench for this thing on the street, just when I was thinking about it, pretty amazing. I'm stoked. This is very comfortable, you know? And it's waterproof because it's made for the water, you know? You just have to duct tape the seams where the foam is exposed. And I'll park this in the backyard mostly, you know? And it should be waterproof. I'll put some more duct tape over here because there's a exposed foam right here. But eventually I'll do some kind of a vinyl covering for this. But this is great over here too, because you've got a cup holder and an armrest. You know? This part pops up a little bit, but it could be the wedge between your 2 butt cheeks. You know what I mean? You sit right there, kind of feel like you got a wedgie. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. Anyway, that's great, man. Making a bench seat for my go-kart. Thanks a lot for joining me on this crazy idea that I just came to me, just fell in my lap, if you will. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or 2, paypal.me/Mowers and Blowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.